And we are live.
We are live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 19 of the MTVM podcast. We are so close to episode 20. I know, it's crazy. Episode 19. We made it this
Yeah,
far,
boy.
and we're still going strong. So, yep, this is also known as the Movies, Television, Video Games, and Music podcast. I am your host, Diego Coya. Today, we have a good amount of topics, I think. And also, I will say this: I am actually my most anticipated thing of the night is the list, tonight's list, and it's not even my choice.
Yeah.
I didn't even choose this thing, but I'm like mostly excited to talk about the list, and we'll mention that later on. Like usual, the last thing we do. But before we get started on our topics, I would like to have these other two gentlemen do their introduction. So, would you guys like to do that?
You mean the other two fucks? Now, here we go.
I am a gentleman and a scholar. Just
Yes.
kidding. No,
All
I'm
right.
not.
So, hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fan 05.9 here again, and we're back once again for the MTVM podcast, boys.
Yeah. Woo.
This is episode 19, and let's have a good time. I always have a good time with the podcast. It's literally, I'm gonna be honest, the thing I always look forward to the most in the week, and this should be exciting. And yeah,
Yes, indeed. All right, and
It's my turn. I'm
Yes!
I'm never fucking ready for this. You think after 19 podcasts I'd be ready, but I'm not. But anyway,
shame.
yeah, my
Fuck.
name is Andrew. I am very excited for today's podcast. Like Diego, I'm really looking forward to doing the top 10. So
Yep,
let's get to it.
let's get to it. But first, we're gonna go over movies. Actually, before I do that, let me say hello to people in the live chat. I want to see who's watching this so far. We have Sammy, we have Justin Williams, we have the Jose Critic backup, Owen Buckner. I'm sorry, actually, Owen Buckner says this. Did anyone hear about the 11-year-old boy who died of cancer and wanted to see Infinity War before he died? I actually did hear about this a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That sucks. Aaliyah is on the chat as well. And yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy today's podcast. All right. So I don't have much topics today. I only have like 2 movie topics and the top 10 list. So, all right. Double Nine just left. I'm guessing his internet went out or something.
Or
But,
maybe he just doesn't like us anymore.
oh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Double Nine. Come back, please. All right. So, with that being said, let's get started right away on the movie topics. Now, the first thing I want to go over is, of course, a trailer discussion of Deadpool 2. Now, Deadpool 2 has a new trailer. It came out last Thursday, and I believe I saw the Red Band trailer because the trailer I saw had a lot of cursing and just a lot of rated R content, which is to be expected. And I got to tell you, I love this trailer. This trailer is fucking great. This is a second trailer, and it doesn't give you much about the plot. I mean, you get an idea, but, it doesn't give you, like, the whole movie like most trailers do, like, spoil everything. Like, no, actually, I thought the trailer, really gave you a taste of what to expect in the second one, and oh my god, it looks like everything I love about the first one and more. I was originally a little concerned because Tim Miller wasn't coming back and was a new person, but after seeing the 2 trailers so far and just seeing what the film is going to be about, wow, I'm just so hyped for this. And so far, easily my most anticipated film of May, since Infinity War is not coming out in May anymore. I can't wait. I would definitely recommend checking out the trailer. For those who fear that it might show too much, honestly, it doesn't. So go ahead and watch it. I know you guys wanted to talk about the Deadpool 2 trailer too, so if you guys want to add anything or you want to put your thoughts, please go ahead and do so.
I guess I'll go.
Yep.
Usually Double Nine goes before me, but I guess I'll go before him in this instance. No, I saw the trailer too, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, the first trailer was great, and this trailer was great too. It got me, despite the fact that I don't like Deadpool as a character, I will say this: I love the first one, and I am really excited for the second one. And actually, Deadpool, the movie, has actually given me a greater appreciation of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I used to like loathe him and think he was like the worst comic book character of all time. But after seeing the movie, I don't even say like I hate him anymore. Like it's funny. Like I like him now, but he's just not one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, I am very much looking forward to this movie.
All right. What about you, Double Nine? Yeah. What about you?
All right. By the way, I apologies real quick.
Hold on. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Hold on. Yeah. You're breaking up.
Oh, damn it. Well, hopefully this isn't a recurring problem. Okay, am I good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah. You're good.
Okay, so, what I thought of the Deadpool 2 trailer was I do love the first movie a lot. It was my favorite movie of 2016. And I really love this trailer. This is everything I could have expected from a Deadpool trailer. The humor looks great. The action looks intense as hell. I love the part where he goes, "Please tell me they got that in slow motion."
Yeah.
Like it just looks like a blast, honestly. I can't wait for it. It's definitely my most anticipated movie of May, easily. It's probably my most anticipated movie of the summer as well. I can't wait for it. Just looks like a complete another blast.
And Josh Brolin looks amazing as Cable.
Oh, that was perfect, honestly.
And originally, I was rooting for Stephen Lang to be Cable. Like, he was the guy I was hoping for, but they got Josh Brolin, and he's got that, and he's going to be Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. Wow, he's like...
And then he's
already
got
MVP of the year.
He's the MVP of the year already. I'm calling it. Yeah, I mean, I can't fucking wait for Deadpool 2. It just looks amazing. Really anticipating this film like crazy. So,
Same here.
That's to it. All right, and my last movie topic for today actually, I want this to be a discussion with us three because I really want to hear what your guys' opinion of this is too. And that is regarding a man, Steven Spielberg. Now, Steven Spielberg, of course, he's coming out with the film Ready Player One.
Oh, I think this is probably one of my topics too.
Yeah.
Oh.
He comes out, the movie comes out tomorrow. So, of course, he's been in a lot of interviews recently and stuff. And the interview I'm referring to isn't really regarding his movie at all. It's regarding a statement that he said about Netflix movies. Now, what he basically said was that he believes Netflix movies should not be eligible for any Academy Award nominations. Now, I'm actually curious to know what you guys think of this. Do you agree with him? Do you think Netflix movies should be? And if you agree with him or disagree with him, can you explain why?
Well, I initially disagreeing with it after hearing the first statement, but I read into it because I was genuinely curious and I did want to talk about it. It was one of my topics, so I wanted to, know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I honestly could see where he's coming from, and I agree with him now because he says, films are like he makes films so they could be experienced in the theater, and he thinks that films should be experienced in the theater. And I agree with that. I love going as much as I like being a lazy ass, going like staying home and being lazy and streaming shit on Netflix and just binge watching stuff. I love going out to the theater, and I love just it's just not the same. Like, it's just not the same. Watching a movie at home, like you still get like the same feelings and emotion, but I feel like it's amplified at the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you see, if HBO movies and like, channels like that, like Showtime, HBO, Stars, like if they have, how like sometimes when they have movies, they're like nominated for Emmys. Mm-hmm. I wonder why that shouldn't apply to Netflix as well. Unless it gets its like first 2 weeks in the theater, then I think that'd be a little different.
Yes,
but if it doesn't, then
Yes, someone brought up that point. I saw it on Twitter. It goes, if Netflix wants to stream it, they could just put it 2 weeks on the theater and then put it on Netflix. And
Yeah.
I thought about it more is Manchester by the Sea. That is made by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They have a streaming service, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That went out into the theaters, and then as soon as it came out in theaters, and it, it was right around the DVD release, it was put on Amazon Prime. So I don't see why Netflix can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
I think that, they should do the same thing. Like, Netflix can still make these movies, but they could put them out in theaters like Manchester by the Sea. Or if they don't want to put them in theaters for that long, put them in for the 2-week minimum.
They're probably going to do that with Martin Scorsese's film, The Irishman.
Yeah, because I agree with him. Like, I agree with, Spielberg. And, just reading into it and just hearing, both, sides.
Yeah.
I agree that, movies should be experienced in the theater. Because I love experienced movies in the theater. And, as much as I like staying home and watching movies and quote-unquote Netflix and chilling, it's just, I like going out to the theater. I like, it's like an experience going out to the theater with your friends and watching a certain movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Double Nine, you have any opinion on this?
Yeah, I have very strong feelings about Netflix's original movies. Not necessarily a bad way. Well, actually, yeah.
Most of them.
A lot of the stuff that they put out is crap. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. A lot of the stuff that these guys put out is really shitty. The Outsider was fucking terrible. Mute was god awful, and the latest one I saw, Game Over Man. But
They put out like really good shows, but the movie,
their movies for the most part really suck.
Yeah.
So I can see
like
why he's like this. I can see why he's on to this of like they shouldn't really be up for Oscars because a lot of their movies are not good. But I don't necessarily don't think they shouldn't. I mean, there's still movies. That's like saying a straight to DVD movie can't be up for an Oscar. It's still a fucking movie. But that's just how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are really overreacting about it and really getting on his case a little bit too much about this. But I know a lot of directors have had strong feelings about Netflix and all that. And I actually understand why, to be honest with you. Because it does kind of somewhat take the experience away from the theater and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how a movie should be presented. Mm-hmm. And I can see why a lot of these directors have strong feelings about that. I know it's like, oh, stop living in the past and stuff like that, but it's just, that's how the way you're supposed to, that's just the way you experience a movie. That's just how I feel.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much nails it.
And plus, it is a rule that you have to be out in the theater for two weeks in order to qualify, and it goes against that with Netflix.
Yes.
It's not out in theater for 2 weeks. It's actually not out in theaters at all. So it's going against the rules. So really, they shouldn't be nominated, no matter how good they are.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Spielberg, though.
All right. And that is the end of my movie topics for today. So, Double Nine, what movie topics do you have first? What are your movie topics, Double Nine?
Okay. One of them you already discussed, and
okay.
That was the Deadpool 2 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good now.
Yeah, you're okay.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I want to beat the shit out of my internet. But here we go. Here are my 2 topics. Firsthand, X-Men, Dark Phoenix, and New Mutants get new release dates.
Okay, that's one of my topics too. So,
first, X-Men, Dark Phoenix is now coming out on February 2019, and New Mutants is coming out August 2019.
That pisses me off. Like, you have no idea. Well, the Dark Phoenix, I'm not too mad at. Whatever. It's a New Mutant. Yeah. Now I'm starting to think, is this movie even is going to be fucking good? Because usually, if you delay it that much, I don't know.
I mean, Fury Road was delayed so many times as well, so who knows? I mean,
yeah, but that's like an exception, you know. Usually, that's not the case.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, usually they push it back and it's garbage.
Yeah. And apparently, yeah, I remember we talked about it when they were supposed to push it back to.
It was said they pushed it back to February.
And it was because it was quote unquote to make it more scary or something.
Yeah, I remember this.
I don't know what they're doing now, so wow,
it's weird. But you know, well now it's gonna be a summer movie, which is interesting to say the least. But I don't know. I'm starting to get a little bit skeptical.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm not even sure if I'm anticipating this film anymore.
Yeah, no. I was excited for it, and you know.
I was hyped for it.
Yeah, so was I. It was in my top 10 of the year. The trailer that we got was awesome.
Yeah.
And now I just don't care. I just really don't.
It might just be a case where Fox is gonna like take control of the, you know.
Yeah.
Of the movie rather than the director. And
I hope this doesn't end up like Fantastic Four.
I'm kind of afraid that it might end up that way. Oh, and not only that, though, not only those 2 movies, but Fox put out a whole list of movies that have changed like their dates. Like they not just X-Men movies, like a bunch of movies.
Yeah, like the other big one is they actually moved up Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, to like November.
To December 25th to November 2nd.
Yeah.
So if there's a silver lining in all of this, Bohemian Rhapsody is getting moved up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But still, that's having problems too because Bryan Singer is not directing it anymore, so I really don't know what's going on there.
No, I think they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So I'm still very hopeful of Bohemian Rhapsody, but I'm just praying that they get it right because this is a movie that I've wanted for so long, and it's just I find Freddie Mercury to be just a fascinating individual. So I'm just hoping that they get it right. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's hope the 2 X-Men movies see the light of day and that they're good. So that's all I can say about that.
So yeah, Captain Marvel has started filming, and they've added some new cast members to it.
Oh, okay.
So, Agent Coulson is coming back.
Nice.
All right.
Ronan the Accuser is coming back
because we really needed him.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I wonder what those 2 will play in a role, especially Ronan the Accuser. I wonder what role he plays into all of this. Because I found him to be a really underrated villain. I actually quite liked him a lot in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was actually one of my few problems with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie.
Yeah,
he wasn't awful, but I just found it to be very generic and forgettable as a villain.
Yeah. He's not the worst, but still, like.
Yeah. So I am interested what type of role these characters do play into this movie, honestly. Like, you know, and you know, what same goes with like Agent Coulson. Like, well, what role does he play into this film? And you know, it's also cool that Nick Fury's in this as well, which we already knew, but still. Right. Also, the fact that this is taking place in the 90s is pretty special to me. That's awesome because that's my favorite decade just fucking ever. So the fact that this movie takes place in that era is pretty interesting, and that means that means we get a whole 90s soundtrack. So that's going to be epic as hell. So yeah, I can't wait for this movie. Hopefully it's really good. And yeah, hopefully filming goes well. So yeah, there's my point on that. And that's my movie topics. Dick Face, you're next.
I'm Dick Face?
Yes.
Why? What makes me Dick Face?
I don't know. Just go.
Well, actually, we already went over all my movie topics other than one. I do have one other one that hasn't been mentioned. So
okay.
This is pretty cool. Apparently, people were complaining or asking James Wan why an Aquaman trailer hasn't been released yet. I didn't care, but I just found this is interesting to share with because, why not? I like James Wan. And then he tweeted out, so I'm just gonna read the tweets. It's 3 separate tweets because character limits, and he says, "Hey friends, I usually do my best to avoid internet noises, especially fabricated distractions. But a teaser trailer going out this weekend was never in the books, despite what some claim. It's not because of anyone or any reason holding it back. It's me. I am simply not ready to share it yet. The movie is filled with to the gills with visual effects, and the process is as slow and lubrous as a sea slug. Yes, even shots for the trailer take forever to do. I refuse to put anything that might be constructed as subpar. I know it seems like nothing much is brewing above the surface, but I can assure you we're working nonstop under the waves. P.S. And yes, I plan to use oceanic puns and references every chance I get." So, I find this pretty interesting because it sounds like he doesn't want to release any sort of footage unless it's perfect and to his liking, which actually kind of makes me feel good because, he's just trying to make it the best it can be. Does it make me any more or less excited for the movie? No, I'm still kind of like, I want to see it, but my expectations are still in check.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So and that is all my movie topics.
All right. So now we're on to TV. Now we're on to TV. I don't have any TV topics today, so you guys can say what you guys...
Well, I got one.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, and that is FX is not moving forward with the Donald Glover's Deadpool animated series.
Yeah, that sucks, honestly.
I was really looking forward to this because Donald Glover playing Deadpool and Deadpool animated series, and by FX knowing it would be very violent and very funny, could have been really awesome. The fact that they're not moving forward with it anymore is really actually quite upsetting because I was really Donald Glover actually tweeted out the script for the season finale, actually. So if you want to check that out, go to his Twitter. It's very, very funny. I liked it a lot. So yeah, I'm quite disappointed by this. I really was actually quite excited for it and was really interested to see where they could go with it. So, you guys got any thoughts about this?
Yeah, it sucks. I was kind of interested and intrigued, and to hear that it's not going to happen anymore, it's like, damn, what a shame. Yeah, but it is what it is, so not much about it.
Andrew?
No, I mean, it sucks. I mean, it would just... it would have been interesting to see, and I'm kind of upset that they didn't because it could have been not good, great. So, you know, I'm kind of upset about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's my only TV topic.
All right, and you, Andrew?
All right, I got 3 reviews. The first one is I watched all of Mindhunter, so I just want to give my thoughts on that.
Okay.
Now, Mindhunter, what it's about 2, FBI agents who interview serial killers, child molesters, and, some other, criminals. And what they do is they interview them so they can get their, behavior traits, thought processes, so it can help them catch other criminals easier. And I actually think that is a very interesting concept, And I will say, I think the best parts of the show were when they were interviewing the criminals, especially one in particular, Edmund Kemper. I thought that those are just the most interesting. I liked how he interacted with them, and I just found his character to be the most intriguing and interesting, and just the performance to be the best out of all the killers. And also another positive, I do like the two main FBI agents, Ford and Tench. Especially Ford. I'm actually not a huge fan of him, but I am a fan of him because he used to be on Glee. And it's funny because I was watching this at work, and someone I work with asked me who that was because he thought he was pretty cute. And I go, sorry to break it to you, but he's gay. And she was just really upset by it. But, but you wouldn't think about it because in Glee, he plays a straight male very well. And in this, he does what he does very well. So, he's actually, it's funny because I see this and I go, this guy is a fantastic singer. He's a Tony nominated actor. So it's very cool. He was actually, I keep on forgetting his name, but what's the name of the guy in Frozen that Anna gets with at the end? The one that hangs out with the reindeer?
Oh,
Kristoff, right?
Kristoff. Yeah, Kristoff.
He voices Kristoff, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't know that he voiced.
So he's obviously a very talented individual.
Mm.
But as for problems, I do think it has a bit of a pacing issue. There were some times, especially towards the middle, where I kind of felt, the pacing and the runtime and whatnot. And I do think the best episodes, because David Fincher is a producer on this, and he actually directed some episodes.
Yeah.
And I personally think that the best episodes were honestly the Fincher ones. Obviously Fincher is extremely talented. He's David Fincher. So I didn't really expect those to be terrible or anything less than really, really good. And I really like the Fincher ones. You could obviously tell they were made by Fincher. They had the Fincher feel. They just felt like they felt like something Fincher would direct. And those were the best. But other than that, I mean, it's solid overall, and it's actually really good and something I really enjoyed. But the other episodes I did kind of felt lacked in comparison to the Fincher ones. Fincher directed, I want to say 3. He directed 4. All right, so he directed 4. So
no, Fincher directed 3.
No, I'm looking at it now. It's saying that he directed 4.
Wait, are you talking about Alien?
No.
Oh,
the Mindhunter.
Yeah, I think he directed episode 1 as well, right?
He directed episode 1, 2, and then 9 and 10.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the finale was great.
Yeah, no, the finale was great. And I just, like I said, the Fincher episodes are great. And not that the other episodes are bad, they're really good. It's just that I felt like they lacked in comparison. I do give this an 8 out of 10 is what I would give it. And I believe that they do have a second season coming on the way. So
yes, they do.
I'm looking forward to that.
Have you seen this? I'm sorry. You can go. Keep on.
No, you can go.
Have you seen the show at all, Double Nine? Have you seen the show at all, Double Nine, or no?
No, I haven't seen the show.
Okay.
Okay. So, I have actually 2 Survivor seasons to review. I missed the past few because of just I'd rather watch other things. So I had a little bit of time to watch 2 seasons, and the next one I watched was Survivor All Stars. Now, this gets a bad rep for 2 reasons. The first one is the winner. And while I don't think, I think every winner deserved it out of the final three. Were they necessarily the most deserving? No, but they obviously did something to get there. And out of the people that were with them in the finals, they deserve it. Obviously, they did something right. And while there might be more people deserving throughout the season, they didn't make it to the end because they just got voted out. And the second one is they thought that, like Game Changers, that the cast was pretty weak. That the boot order sucked because all the fan favorites got voted out because of their legacy, and that all like the kind of people that they didn't really enjoy as much stayed on. And while I agree with both of those statements, I don't think this is nearly as bad as people say it is, and I don't think that this is as bad as Game Changers. I actually do like this better than Game Changers because I just think that the cast is overall better, and I just had a better time watching this. And I would give this about a 7 out of 10. It's nothing special, but it's nothing like terrible. Gotcha. And then the second season is that I watched is Survivor Gabon. Now, this is often referred to as the train wreck season in the sense that it was a train wreck, but it was just so entertaining that you couldn't stop watching it. Like, it's not a good season, but like it's entertaining enough. So it's pretty much a guilty pleasure among a bunch of people, to be 100% honest. And I do kind of sort of agree with that. This is my on this rewatch of this season, I did find myself the characters I remember enjoying. I kind of didn't like them as much. But on the flip side, the characters I kind of didn't enjoy. I enjoyed them more this time. It was kind of weird how that turned out. And this is probably, in my opinion, the worst winner. And the simple fact that he really didn't do anything as a no. He did have a pretty strong social game, and he won because of that in the end. But the fact that this is one of those cases where it felt like the reason he won is because he was the lesser of three evils, which is 100% the case, I think. And he almost lost by one vote to someone who again, just didn't do anything and didn't have that much better of a game. And it kind of sucks because the people I liked and the people that I thought deserved to be in the finale just got voted off. And I mean, which is not really my problem, but it just the people that kind of sucked ended up in the finale with what seemed by luck. And I give this about a 6 out of 10. It's not a very good season, but it's entertaining enough.
Okay, fair enough.
And that is my last TV topic.
All right. So I actually have one video game topic. Believe it or not. My TV topic involves an announcement. I don't know if you heard about this, Andrew, but they announced a video game of the Lego Incredibles.
Yeah, I actually went over it like when it first got announced.
Okay, but I think they actually showed pictures and like.
Oh, they showed pictures? Cool.
Yeah, they showed pictures. I mean, they look pretty cool. I read some people some people say that they weren't a fan of like the design or anything. Like it's like but yeah, they showed pictures and I think they announced it's gonna come out in the summer, like in June or something.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Wait, is there a trailer, Billy? Oh, I guess there's a trailer too. So there's a trailer for that as well. I did not see the trailer though. I wasn't aware there was a trailer, but yeah. There is pictures and yeah, I mean if you like Legos, you like Incredibles, this might just be the thing for you. So what do you think? Are you excited for it, Andrew? Because I forget.
Oh yeah. No, I'm really excited for this because I love Lego games. I love The Incredibles. So why
That's
wouldn't I
a
be
perfect
excited?
combination.
Exactly.
Oh, and it'll be out just in time for the second one, for when the second movie comes out.
Yeah. So
Second movie comes out in June.
expect me when I finish the game to review it on this podcast.
June sounds like it's going to be an incredible month. Am I right?
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear you say that. And
all right, right off. That pun was kind of terrible, but all right.
It's only terrible because I've heard you use it so many fucking times.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny because it's like my dad. I hear my dad say the same fucking jokes all the time. Like he tells the same joke, and they think it's funny, and then I go, no, that wasn't fucking funny. I mean, after the fucking, I didn't find it funny the first fucking time. You think I'm gonna find it funny the 57th time?
Right. Yeah. All right, and you don't have any video game topics, right, Andrew?
Not tonight.
All right, and I don't think Double Nine did either. So, believe it or not, we're already at music.
This is fucking going by fast.
Oh yeah, I know. Now, Double Nine is experiencing some technical difficulties right now. He's restarting his computer.
Damn you, technology.
Yeah, I know. Technology sometimes has its advantages, but it can also suck ass too. But
I know that feeling of having terrible internet and terrible Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Brandenburg Place.
Yep, it happens. But I know he had some music topics other than the list.
I actually do have one music topic.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, then if you want, go over it.
Well, he's back, so.
Oh. Triples.
Triples. It's triples, everybody.
Yay! Hi.
Hi. Before I ask you, Double Nine, do you have any video game topics?
We're all done. The top 10 list is gone and done with.
Fuck all of y'all. All right, no, okay.
No,
I've got no video game topics, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. I only talked about the Incredibles Lego game.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. Oh, so you saw the trailer?
Yes, that looks really good. I can't wait for that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't even seen the trailer. I thought there was just pictures and like an announcement, but I wasn't aware there was a trailer. So Double Nine says the trailer is really good, and I must mean it's really good. So check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yes. Fuck everyone else. Only trust me.
I'll only think it's great when I see it.
Oh, yes. Damn. All right, Double Nine. So I know you got some music topics, so take it away.
Ooh, worry on the music. Damn, that was fast. All right, all right, so we're on to music now. Damn, that was fast. All right, so I have two music topics. First one I'm going to discuss. We're back with another episode of Original versus Cover.
Uh-oh.
And this week's episode is Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
A phenomenal song.
We got the original by the Four Seasons, and we got the cover by Muse. Now,
yes.
Now, I must ask, has both of you listened to both versions of the song?
Yes, I've heard.
Yes, I have.
Yep.
Okay. So let's first talk about the song first. Now, this is a very iconic song. A lot of people look at this as one of the best romantic songs of all time. Hell, actually, a lot more people associate this with like 10 Things I Hate About You, if you've seen the movie and you know what scene I'm talking about. A lot of people associate this song with that. And and I really love the song a lot too. It's a great song, has very meaningful lyrics, it's very beautiful, it's very romantic. It's a nice little song. The original by the Four Seasons is really great. I really like it a lot. Has a nice little jazzy feel to it. It's really great, soulful. It's awesome. I do like the original a lot. However, I think I like the cover by Muse a little bit more. I'll explain why. Kind of starts off a little bit slow. I like Matt's voice a lot more in this than I do in the original. I feel like his voice is a lot more soothing and a lot more meaningful a little bit, if you guess what I mean. Yeah. And, I really like the guitar tone a lot with this, too. I really like how it's executed in this song, especially. And also, the added touch A lot of people actually don't like this about the cover, but this is one of the things I love about the most. When, after he sings "I Can't Take My Eyes Off You," it goes to the full rocking mode, and you hear them kind of screaming da 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 da, like they're kind of screaming it in a way. Like it's great. I actually really like it. It kind of makes you headbang a little bit, honestly, because it's like it goes into full-on rocking mode. And when it hits the chorus, it's really effective and powerful as well. And also, a lot of people have said this about the cover, that it's a little bit more darker and twisted than the original, which I could see, but I still find it as meaningful and romantic as the original, even though it has that little bit more rocking tone to it. And also, the song sounds great live. Like, they've only played it a few times live, but from the videos I've seen of it live, it's really great as well. So, yeah, I really honestly prefer the cover just slightly more than the original because I love that added rocking feel to it. I think Matt's voice is a lot more smoother than the one in the original. So that's just my humble, humorous opinion. How about you, Diego?
I love both versions a lot.
Yeah.
So, and you know me, I love Muse like to death. They're like my top 5 favorite bands. So, but I think if I had to pick one, I think I'd pick the original one. Because the original one, I mean, I agree with everything you said, but I don't know. I feel like the first one, I just like the way that it sounds more, very soulful, a lot of emotion. And I feel like the original one's more catchier. Like I found myself listening to the original one more than I do with the Muse one. But with that being said, the Muse one is still great. It's still really good. But I find myself listening more to the Frank Valley version. So
okay, I see.
That's
Which
what
I understand. Like the original is really fantastic, so I can't argue with that. How about you, Andrew?
I mean, I agree with everything both of you said, but I'm gonna go with Diego on this one. I just prefer the original better, and that it's just a more catchy song.
Yeah. All right. So awesome. All right. So that was just I wanted to do that real quick because I was listening to the cover a lot recently. I was like, you know what, this could be a good one for original versus cover. So there's that. And my second music topic is an album review, actually.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to be on Jack White's Boarding House Reach.
All right. All right, this is what that is because I have no idea.
This is the newest album by, of course, Jack White, formerly of the White Stripes. He's solo on his own now, and this is his third album on his own, and it might be his best one yet that he's done on his own. To be honest with you, I really like this. He even said this is probably the most ambiguous and most experimental thing he's ever done in his career, and I could totally see that. There's a lot of very electronic elements, blues elements, of course, like a garage rock, like he's very famous for. There's a lot of elements executed on this record that I liked a lot. It's really fantastic. The production sounds fantastic on it. A lot of the songs, it's really great. Over and over and over is probably my favorite song off this entire album. And so far might be my favorite song of the year as well. I just love how the songs sound. It's very White Stripes-ish. You know what I mean? It's very bluesy, very garage rock, and it's great. I love the lyrics to it. Jack White sounds like he's having the fucking time of his life singing it. It's great. I really love it a lot. Has great guitar tones to it. The closing track, Humoristic, I believe that's what it's called. It's a really great piano ballad. Really nice, touching way to end the album. Honestly, I really love that song a lot. And I think this is a really nice experimental album that I think a lot of people were worried about, but I think it's really fantastic, honestly. And it, like I said, it's probably the best thing that I think Jack White has done in his solo career so far. Also, Respect Commuter is really great too. Very nice instrumental track. Very nice way they play around with a lot of instruments in that song. So overall, I would give this album a 4 out of 5. It's a great album. I've been coming back to it a lot recently, and it's really fantastic. So definitely give it a listen if you have not listened to it yet.
Yeah, I will. Your review makes me want to listen to it. So
yeah, it's definitely great. All right, so I think that's it. I don't think we got anything else.
Right now, it's time for the main event. So
wait, I got my topic.
Oh yeah, sorry. What's your topic?
Douche.
You never have music topics, you fuck.
Well, I'm sorry. Fucking my favorite fucking guitarist decided to announce that he's gonna make another fucking album.
Oh, with everyone's beloved favorite.
Hey.
Hey.
Axl Rose ain't that bad.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind him personally.
I don't mind him. I mean, there are obviously worse singers.
I'm gonna be honest. I fucking hate him.
I know. People should fucking hear me out before they go on my fucking link and type Axl Rose should fucking die.
All right, let's hear it.
AC/DC is 100% without question my favorite band of all time. Angus Young, without question, 100% my favorite guitarist of all time. One of my favorite musicians of all time. I have never seen AC/DC in concert.
Yes.
As my favorite band, I've always wanted to see them in concert. And now that they're making a new album, that means they're probably gonna go on tour, which means I'm probably gonna go see them. So hear me out and just listen to the fact that they're my favorite band. I want to go see them live before you just start trashing Axl Rose. And I'm not defending Axl Rose. Axl Rose is a shitty-ass person. I don't think he's a bad singer. And obviously, I'd rather have Brian Johnson. But Brian Johnson can't do that anymore. He can't hear anymore. And he just can't perform anymore. But it's better than nothing. At least I get to see Angus Young live. I'm just happy because I'm probably going to go see them now. And this is my chance to go see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're probably still going to sound, really good regardless.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't care if Axl Rose or, whoever's singing. I just want to see them live.
Yeah, had the chance to see your favorite band live. Like, I understand. I get it.
Yeah, and just to see my favorite guitarist live. Like,
yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. 100%.
I wonder when they'll have the album by.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It was just announced that he's working on it.
So maybe by later in the year, possibly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm opening it for ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling it'll come out maybe October, November-ish.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a maybe. All right. And is that all you got to say?
Yes, that is all I got to say.
Okay. So now we're on to the main event.
The main event, shit, I've been waiting. Honestly, I am excited for this.
Yeah,
I really am.
Yeah, and Andrew, you can take it away since, your thing.
All right. So this is actually one I've been excited for a long time because I came up with this idea, and it's just one that I've been interested in because it's just something that, I grew up listening to a lot of these songs, and I knew this was going to be a good list and a difficult one at that. And that is, we're doing top 10 Disney songs. And I'll just start off with my number 10, which...
Actually, I'm sorry. Just before, I just want to elaborate on two things so people can just...
Okay, yeah.
One, Disney animated films, and two, Pixar counts for this list. Because I know some don't count Pixar, but in this list, we're counting Pixar. So, and this is a hard list. A lot of songs, literally hundreds of songs that are probably deserve to be on the top 10 list. So, no matter what happens, people are going to kill us for whatever song we don't have on our list.
Exactly.
And I'm actually personally very excited for this because I feel like we're going to have all different lists just because there are so many great ones. And, there's literally, I went back to, the early days, and all those songs are great, too.
Yeah. And I probably the longest Spotify list so far.
Yeah, probably. But there was just some that killed me to leave off. Like,
I know.
legitimately.
Same here.
Same.
And I'm just this my number 10. I thought it was like a surefire to be on my list, but as I was listening to songs, it just made it number 10, which really surprised me, and that is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
This is just, I feel like, a very powerful song, and one that I just like. I love the singing in this, and just the everything about the song. It's a very beautiful song, and I love what I think really brings this song. What really makes me like this song is the singing, and it brings back, it's a very iconic moment in just film in general, with the ballroom scene, and that scene would not have worked without this song. And like I said, I'm surprised that it was this low. I thought it was going to be a surefire, 100% going to be on my list, and while it is on my list, I thought it was going to be higher, and it honestly just made it at like yesterday. So,
and actually, I do have a question, and I'm not even trying to be funny or anything, because a lot of these songs, they have originals and covers. So, which you're talking about, the one in the 19?
And the ones at least for me, I'm talking about strictly from the movie, except for one. I mean, I'll explain about that when we get to that song.
Yeah, well, I was talking about like the song specifically, Beauty and the Beast. Is it the 1991 version or the Emma Watson version?
Oh, the 1991 version.
Okay, gotcha. Not Emma Watson. Not, I meant like
I know what you mean.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so it's my turn. My number 10 is also from the soundtrack Beauty and the Beast. It's not the song Beauty and the Beast. It's actually Belle.
Oh.
I love that. I love that song so much.
I mean, it's a hell of an opener.
I fucking love that song, bro.
Yeah, it's catchy as hell. And I gotta tell you, well, first of all, I love the movie Beauty and the Beast so much. It's my second favorite Disney film of all time.
It's my number 3, I think.
Yeah, it's my number 2.
I think it'd probably be my number 3.
Yeah, and I'm not including Pixar films, by the way, but I mean, in terms of my ranking of Disney movies. But yeah, just the way it starts, and like it has like such a happy feeling, because everyone just sings to it. It's not just Belle singing it, and you kind of get a tone of the movie and just the way it starts. I am specifically talking about the one from the movie, although I do think Emma Watson does a great job singing it in the remake. She actually does terrific. I love her version, but talking specifically about the original one. And yeah, so in my case, before I let Double Nine go, I just want to say I try to limit myself to 2 songs per film, because I feel like a lot of this, if I didn't, then the list would probably be a little different. But I wanted to make a variety.
I will say this before Double Nine goes. I did that too, because I did do that too, because I wanted to do the same thing, just give a little bit more variety. While it wasn't too much of a problem, there is one song that, because of that, didn't make my list, and as a result, Beauty and the Beast made it on that. So,
yes.
Okay, I will say this: I only have one movie on this list that has 2 songs.
Okay.
There's actually only one movie. I'll explain why more later. All right, my number 10 is "Colors of the Wind" from Pocahontas.
Okay.
I love that song so much.
Now, Pocahontas is not my favorite Disney movie. I will admit, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember as a kid, I didn't really care for it, to be honest. But this song is amazing. It's incredible. The lyrics, the singing, it's so beautiful. I love it a lot. Like, it's such an incredible tune, and it's one that I do come back to with a lot of the Disney films. Although, like I said, I haven't seen Pocahontas in a long time, this song still resonates with me even years later, even without having seen the movie in quite a while. So that's my number 10, Colors of the Wind.
All right, Andrew, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is from personally my favorite Disney movie of all time, The Lion King, and that is "I Just Can't Wait to Be King."
Nice.
I and I'm specifically again referring to the one from the movie, not the Elton John version. As much as I love that Elton John version, it's just I'm talking about strictly the movie because it's the movie version I want.
Both are great versions.
Yeah. And I mean, I just can't wait to be king was on my Elton John list. So both are great versions. But I love, just the upbeat energy in the song, like the Elton John version. But what I think makes this one special is the banter between Simba and Zazu. In the middle of the song, I just love it how he's like, "Oh my God, I just can't wait to be king," and then he's like, "No, you're too young. Like, stop." And you guys know who Honest Trailers are, right?
Yes.
They did a Lion King one, and I felt bad for laughing, but like it's funny because they pointed out how he says, "I just can't wait to be king," and then his dad dies. So they say they call this song the "Be Careful What You Wish For" song.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really funny, but and then I just like how much Zazu is trying to trying to get him to calm down and be like, "Listen, you're too young. Your time is gonna come." But like everybody is singing and all the animals are singing and whatnot and making music, and it's just I think this is what makes the song so special and makes it so kind of separates it from that Elton John version. And this is another one where I thought it was going to be higher on my list, but it just lowered because there are just songs I like more.
Yeah. My number 9 is from a classic Disney film, one that's one of the older ones. And my number 9 is from the movie Pinocchio, and that is "When You Wish Upon a Star."
Oh, that's such a great song.
I feel like I'm going to say that with every single one of these, that I love this song because there's just so fucking many.
And on Spotify, there's like different versions of the song. So it's the specific one I'm talking about is from Cliff Edwards. That's the one I'm specifically mentioning. Beautiful song.
Yes.
Oh my God. Like, I haven't seen Pinocchio in years, but I remember loving it when I've seen it. I would love to revisit someday because I remember thinking it was a great film.
Great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And, a movie with a beautiful message, obviously, and like beautiful themes. Mm-hmm. And even though it's a movie, it's rated G, so obviously it could be argued that little kids are kind of the main demographic, but I feel like as an adult, you could watch it and still like just love it. Like the 99% of the Disney movies.
Yes.
I think the song just works so well, and it's a beautiful song. The way Cliff Edwards sings it with so much emotion, and it's a very emotional song, and it's just one that you can just listen to again and again. And honestly, a lot of the other version of this song is great too. Like there's one where a woman sings it. I forgot her name, but she sings it, and she does a great job too. But I feel like Cliff Edwards is the one who really brings it home with this one. So my number 9, and I know some people have this as a number 1. Like I know it was number 1 on some other lists, and I could totally see why for a lot of these songs. But you know what? This is a terrific song, and yeah, I love it so much. And that is my number 9 is "When You Wish Upon a Star," Cliff Edwards.
All right, my number 9 is "Son of Man" from Tarzan.
Oh,
nice. Son of Man. This song is so great. Like, and just. Also how it fits with a certain point in the movie is fantastic. Dude, there's so many songs from, there's so many songs from the Tarzan soundtrack. Honest to God, if I could, this whole list would have been filled with songs from the Tarzan soundtrack. Like, I love that soundtrack so much.
No, it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah. It really is.
Son of Man is so great. Like, I love how it fits with the movie, because one of my favorite transitions ever in a film is when he's riding on the vines, and you see him as little, but once it cuts, he's a grown man. And then when they do "Son of Man" is a son to be, and like he jumps and like he leaps and like he does the look and everything, epic, amazing. Like I love this song so much. It's easily one of my favorites of all time from Disney. It's so amazing, and goes to show why Phil Collins is the shit, and why the Tarzan soundtrack is the shit. So my number 9 is "Son of Man."
All right, Andrew, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is the only Pixar song from a Pixar movie to be on my list, and it is not from Toy Story. It is from Monsters Inc. And it's "If I Didn't Have You."
That's a really good
That's
one.
a great one, but you bastard.
Yeah.
Eat my butt.
Oh, you would love that.
Yeah. But no, why I really like this song is I really like one. I like. Well, I love this song for a few reasons. The first reason being I love, just the kind of message it sends, and just kind of what the song is about. The second reason being I love the upbeatness of it, and the third reason being I just love how just the John Goodman and Billy Crystal, how they play off of each other as these characters, and it really feels like, these characters. While I know it's John Goodman and Billy Crystal, it just feels like Sully and Mike are singing this song about the friendship that they have, and really just really captures Monsters Inc. I feel like as a whole, and that's why I love it so much.
Yeah. No, it's a terrific
It's a
song.
great song.
Yeah, and Monsters Inc. is one of those movies. It's one of those films I've seen so many times as a kid. Like I just watched it.
And it's actually the song that finally got Randy Newman an Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About damn time.
I know, right? All right. Number 8. My number 8 is definitely one of the most popular Disney songs, and that is "A Whole New World" from Aladdin.
That's my number 8 as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
First off, I want to say that Aladdin is actually my number 3 favorite Disney film.
That is my, I don't know, but somewhere, it's like in my top 5, I think.
That would probably be my number 2.
Dude, it is fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic animated film. And I really love this song. It's a beautiful song. It's like one of my favorite scenes, though, when they sing that song. And when
that's my favorite song. That's my favorite scene in the whole movie, to be honest with you.
There's so many great scenes.
Yeah.
There's so many great scenes in Aladdin. So that's why it's hard for me to say. That's like my definite scene. But no, the song is really catchy. And I used to love listening to it like so many times when I was little. I just listened to it again and again. And it was just terrific. Very catchy. A lot of emotion. And wow. Just the vocal range in the song is just phenomenal. So,
have you ever seen the video where the two people that sung the song like years later came back to sing it again? It's really incredible.
I actually have not.
I've got to see it.
It's a great. I'll send it to you guys. But are you done talking?
Yeah. That's what I got to say.
Okay. All right. The reason it's at number 8 for me is pretty much what you said. Honestly, like it fits so well with the scene that it's presented in. Like, and just with the overarching tone of the movie and whatever, it just fits so perfectly. And it's so, like, magical, to be honest with you. It really is. And I love when, like, they're on the carpet and, he's singing the song. It's so great. Like, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful moment in the entire film. It's one of my favorite moments in any Disney film, to be honest with you. It's so incredible. I love this song so much. And it's honestly one of my favorite moments in any movie, to be honest with you. I really love it a lot. So my number 8 is "A Whole New World" from Aladdin.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Aladdin, you better
please see it.
You better see it. All right, so now we're on to number 7. So Angie, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is from the movie Hercules, and that is "Go the Distance."
Love that song.
I love this song so much. Like I just remember as a kid loving this song so much and just listening to it a lot. And what I really like is, what it means to the movie and what it's about, Hercules going on this journey to really find out who he is. And that's why I really like it. I love the vocals in this. And I like, there's a lot of trumpet in this, and I really like the trumpet, and then I really like, how he sings like the first verse, and then the chorus, and then it's kind of like an instrumental break, and then, it builds up to a crescendo, and then it just really, he sings the chorus again, and it's actually pretty moving and pretty epic. My number 7 is "Go the Distance."
All right. My number 7 First off, I want to give a big thank you to Double Nine for showing me this song because this song is
yes, I know what it is.
This song is awesome, and that song is "Always Know Where You Are" from Treasure Planet. This song is underrated as hell.
Yes,
so underrated. Like I heard it, I'm like, dude, this song is great. It's like an awesome rock song, and I'm like, why is this song not more popular? Like,
exactly.
This song, and yes, Double Nine, Treasure Planet, not Titan AE. I realize
yeah, if you don't get the joke, he was like, "Hey, what's that song from Titan AE again?" I was like, "You mean the song from Treasure Planet?" He was like, "Oh, fucking goddamn it!"
Angie, it was like the whole thing with demons and Pompeii. I pulled
I don't know if I told this story before, but it's if you want to know, just let me know, and I'll gladly tell it.
We'll do it after the podcast.
yeah, but this song is really good.
Yeah.
Better than it has any right to be, honestly. And I'll be honest, I've seen the movie Treasure Planet, but it's been so many years. I forgot about that movie. I don't even remember anything from it.
Want to know why I remember that movie? Because I remember eating the Oreos when the movie came out. They were great Oreos. They had the characters on the Oreos, and it was the blue icing. Pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, this song, just awesome. An awesome, incredible song. Really catchy, too. Very catchy and a lot of emotion, but definitely different than all the songs on the list. But
yeah, it's definitely the most different one. Like, honestly.
Rock is my favorite genre, too, so that could be it as well.
Yeah.
But, okay, I don't care. It's on my list. And it is my number 7. If you haven't listened to it, I don't think many people have, because not many people I don't think know it. It's
because Treasure Planet is a really overlooked Disney movie, so I don't think a lot of people would know it. Definitely go out and listen to it because it's great.
Always Know Where You Are is the name of the song. So
yes. All right, my number 7 is Beauty and the Beast.
Nice.
This is easily my favorite song from the entire movie. The scene, the ballroom scene, is my personal favorite scene in the entire film as well. I love that scene a lot. It's a really beautiful moment in the film, and this song just goes perfectly with that. Like, it's such an incredible song and such an incredible moment that it really it works, honestly, 100%. Like, every time I hear the song, I just picture that moment in my head because it's such an incredible moment in that film, and this song is a big reason for that. So my number 7 is Beauty and the Beast.
All right, now we're on to number 6. Andrew, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is my second song from The Lion King, and that is "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?"
Oh, that's my number 6 as well.
Yeah.
Which version?
The non-Elton John version.
Mine's the Elton John version.
Well, I wanted for this one. I just wanted to stick to strictly, for me at least, I wanted to stick to the animated ones because we already did the Elton John versions.
Yeah.
But I'll just start. Pretty much the same reason why I love that Elton John version. It's just such an emotional song, and why I like this again with "Just Can't Wait to Be King." Why it kind of separates itself from the Elton John, and why I think it's great in its own right is, in the beginning and the end, Timon and Pumbaa are singing, and I just think it's fantastic because they're pretty much like, he's got a girl. What are we gonna do without him? We're lonely without him, and I just think it's fantastic. And especially at the end when they're like crying, but they're kind of holding it back so they can sing, and then at the end they lose it. But it really is just a very, very powerful song. And I do prefer Elton John's version, but both of them are just great in their own right.
Yes. Why do you like Elton John more?
Pretty much the same reasons, but the one in the movie is fantastic too. Like, for example, like you just said, when Timon and Pumbaa just fucking lose it in the middle of the song, it's great. But I don't know, just Elton John's version for me has a little bit more power to it. That's just me, of course. I feel like his version of the song just has a lot more power, and I love it so much. It's easily one of my favorite songs by him, and it's just a song that goes so well with the movie.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Both versions, honestly, are just...
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my number 6 is actually my favorite song from Beauty and the Beast, and it's not the Beauty and the Beast song. As much as I do love that song, it's not my favorite off the
Can I
album.
take a guess?
Sure.
Be our guest.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Nice.
Be Our Guest is my number 6. What an amazing song!
Oh,
it's also one of my favorite scenes in the movie too.
Mhm.
Just the way it's sung. I mean, it's a really feel good song, and I just love it so
really
much.
is.
Yeah, and I will say this, and in terms of like the movie, like the remake, I think that was the best song in that album.
Yes.
Too. The way Ian McGregor sang it, man, perfect. Yeah, this is a terrific song. I mean, Beauty and the Beast, like I said, just has a great soundtrack. Easily, you can have a lot of the songs on the list from Beauty and the Beast, but like I said, only but yeah, Be Our Guest is just catchy as hell. It's a lot of fun to listen to, and I just love it. So, yep, Be Our Guest is my number 6. All right, so now we're on to number 5. Andrew.
My number 5 is one that I believe both of you had, and that is A Whole New World.
Nice.
You guys pretty much said it. It's probably the best scene in the movie, easily the most iconic. And like with Beauty and the Beast, the scene works so well because of the song, and it captures what the scene is about, what the scene is trying to tell you, and that's why I like it so much. I really love I really love the vocals between both Aladdin and Jasmine, and it's just a fantastic duet, and that's why I love it. You guys really said why I love it too so perfectly, so I don't really have much to say about this one, but it is my number 5.
All right, my number 5 is my second song from Aladdin on the list, and it's my favorite song from Aladdin, and that is Friend Like Me.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, Friend Like Me. The way Robin Williams sang the song is terrific. I just love the lyrics of the song so much.
Yeah.
It's just, it's really funny. It's really good too, and it's very catchy. Yeah, just definitely a song that you can listen to again and again and just want to listen to it again and again because it's just so fun. It's a fun song, honestly. Mm-hmm. And just a quick side note, I would recommend watching a cover on YouTube from Matt Mulholland. He does an a cappella version.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's fantastic.
Oh, I need to check that out.
It is brilliant. Love it.
He's a fantastic singer.
Yeah, his videos are a little weird, but he's really talented. So I would and he's underrated too, in my opinion. I would actually recommend subscribing to his channel, Matt Mulholland. There's a really good cover of Friend Like Me. But yeah, it's a terrific song. My favorite song of Aladdin always was. And like I said, another movie where just so many songs in that film. Mm-hmm. You can easily put on the list, but I just picked my 2 personal favorites, and Friend Like Me was always my favorite. And as always, rest in peace, Robin Williams. You are still missed to this day. So.
I'm gonna fucking. He's the one guy I wanted to fucking meet. I mean, as much as I want to meet Hugh Jackman and fucking Jake Gyllenhaal, he's just one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, my number 5 is Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
That is a really good one, yeah.
I always found this song to be really emotional and really with a lot of power, honestly, and really gives great development to Ariel's character. And it's really fantastic. It has some great lyrics to it. The woman that sings it, who also plays Ariel in the movie, does a really great job of singing, honestly. I love her singing voice with this. She is really fantastic, and I love both this version and then when they do the reprise version a little bit later on in the movie, and when she's like, I'll be a part of your world, and the fucking water goes uprising beside her. Chills, man, I fucking tell you. It's amazing. It's a really powerful song, and I really love it a lot. It's my favorite song off The Little Mermaid, and it's one of my favorite Disney songs for a good reason.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's terrific, honestly.
Yeah.
So, all right, Andrew. Now we're on to number 4. So, what's your number 4?
Number 4. All right, my number 4 is from Tarzan, and that is "You'll Be in My Heart."
Oh.
This song, it's just so emotional and such a beautiful song. And even beyond that, the vocals by Phil Collins is great, and just the instrumentation is fantastic. And it just won, like, I think, like, his singing in this is, like, amazing. And, I mean, I like Phil Collins a lot. But I think this is, if we were to do a Phil Collins list, this would easily be probably top 5, maybe even top 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, You'll Be in My Heart is my number 4.
Nice.
All right, my number 4 is a song you guys mentioned, but I'm going to go specifically with Double 9 on this one, because my number 4 is Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And specifically, it would be the Elton John version.
Nice.
As much as I do love the original version a lot, I just love Elton John's version more. But you guys pretty much said it all, and we talked about it in the Elton John, because it was on my top 10 Elton John list.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much repeating what I'm going to say. Elton John, one of the best singers of all time.
I love fucking Elton John.
Yeah, and the song in particular, his cover is beautiful. It's emotional. It's so good. And just a song that I've listened to again and again. The Lion King is a masterpiece of just anything. Movies, animation, in terms of music. Lion King is like a 6 out of 5.
Yeah.
Honestly, the song is just terrific. And one of the very best songs from The Lion King. Easily. So, yep. Specifically, the Elton John version is my number 4.
All right, my number 4 is Always Know Where You Are from Treasure Planet.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised it's that high. Yeah, that's...
dude, you don't know how much I love this song. Like,
no, it's really good. It's fucking awesome.
Now, there is 2 different versions of this song. We have the original version, which is the one I sent you, which actually the front man of the Goo Goo Dolls, actually that's him singing the song.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
He also did one other song, I'm Still Here, which is an awesome song too. If you've never listened to that one, definitely listen to that one too. And then the other version of the song is the BB Mark version, which is the one that's actually on the actual soundtrack. I love both versions of the song. I think both versions are actually really fantastic, but I slightly prefer the one by the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls.
And I think the BB Mac one is the only one that's on Spotify as well.
Yeah, which, like I said, I don't mind. That version is fantastic too. But if you ask me, I slightly prefer the version by...
oh, yeah, both are excellent. Yeah,
yes.
Are really good.
It's so great. I love how the acoustic guitar sounds in the song too. Like, it sounds really fantastic. I love the lyrics to it. The vocal work from both versions are fantastic in my opinion. It's an overall just kind of feel-good song that's just really great to listen to, and it's very overlooked. I think it's Disney's most underrated song, to be honest with you.
Without question, yeah.
Yeah, and it's from one of their most underrated films, Treasure Planet, which I think a lot more people should check out. That's a really great movie. I think a lot of people really sleep on that movie, to be honest with you. So, yeah, Always Know Where You Are from Treasure Planet is my number 4.
Awesome. Now we're on to number 3. What's your number 3, Andrew?
My number 3 is one that Diego mentioned, and it is also, in fact, my favorite song from Aladdin, and that is Fred Like Me.
Nice.
This song, it just is awesome. The lyrics are amazing, and again, with, like I mentioned before, it just really works for the scene and really captures what they're trying to tell in that particular moment. And Robin Williams fucking kills it in this, and it's just one that this is one that just really speaks to me, and I love it, and just all the wackiness that's going on, and it's just a fantastic song. I love it. It's my number 3.
Awesome. My number 3 is a song you mentioned just before, and that is You'll Be in My Heart from Phil Collins. Yeah, this song won the Oscar, and rightfully fucking so.
Yes.
It's just a phenomenal.
I mean, Blame Canada is a great song, but
Blame Canada from South Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but this song is just wow. I mean, pretty much Andrew said it all, but I mean, Phil Collins' voice in this song is just beautiful and top notch. and the song has so much emotion. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, you mentioned before Double Nine how great the Tarzan songs are, and they are. But for me, this is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Because this song is just timeless, you know. So, yeah, it's my number 3.
All right, my number 3 is "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan.
Nice.
Yeah.
This song is awesome. It's one of my personal favorite moments. I think it's in like my top 3 like personal favorite moments in any Disney film. Once that song starts and where it goes from there, it's fantastic. Mr. I'll Make a Man Out of You. It's awesome. Like I just love that moment in the film. It's just such an uproar of a song, especially towards the end of it. Man, it's such a great song to listen to. This is one of those songs I still listen to constantly. Honestly, it's so fantastic. And it's easily one of my favorites. It's in my top 3 for Christ's sake. So my number 3 is "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan.
All right. Now we're on to number 2. What's your number 2, Andrew?
My number 2 is my personal favorite from the movie Tarzan, and that is "Strangers Like Me."
That's a great one.
I fucking love this song. Again, like with "You'll Be in My Heart," I love the singing in this, and I love the instrumentation in this, and I love what the song is trying to say and the message about the song, and it's fantastic.
That's what I was going to say, because it really fits of what Tarzan is in that point of the song.
Yeah, and well, I mean, both "You'll Be in My Heart" and "Strangers Like Me" really and capture what they're trying to tell in that moment, and it's just fantastic. I love this song. This is easily one that I could listen to over and over again, and I knew that this was easily going to be in my top 5, and I'm happy that it is, because it's just such a great song.
Yeah. Number 2. My number 2 is "You've Got a Friend in Me" by Toy Story.
Yeah, same here. That's my number 2 as well.
Man, I just love this song. I mean, Toy Story is, in my opinion, the most rewatchable movie in history. That is easily watch over and over again and never get tired of it.
I really like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but Toy Story and the song, it's just like it's such a happy song, and such a great.
It really is.
Love the piano in this song too, and yeah, it just fits the theme with Toy Story perfectly. Honestly, and yeah, I mean, it just shows you, like, if you dislike Toy Story in any way, then bye. And I will say this: Gypsy Kings did a Spanish cover, and you hear it in the end of Toy Story 3. It's actually really good too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, so that's all I got to say about that. I love this song so much. So what do you got to say about it, Double Nine?
Now, I will say this. I'm pretty sure some people are surprised that this is not my number 1, considering how much I love Toy Story and everything.
I thought it would be.
But this song is amazing. It is. It fits so perfectly with the theme of the movie. It's so happy. You know, you got a friend in me. Like, you can't help but smile while listening to it. It's so great. I love how it plays in the beginning of the song, movie. And like with Andy and Woody, it fits so perfectly. Like, it really does. Like, and Randy Newman is the man. He should have won the Oscar. He should have been nominated for this song. Like, how did this not win Best Original Song is beyond me.
Yeah.
And it's such an incredible tune, and it's easily one of my favorites.
Awesome. Okay, so now we are on to our number 1 favorite Disney song of all time.
All right.
Andrew, what is your favorite?
My number 1 is one that Double Nine mentioned, and it is without a question. I didn't question for a second this would be my number 1, because I knew it. And this is honestly the easy part of my list. My number 1 is "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
Awesome.
Nice.
I fucking love this song. It is an awesome song, and it is an epic song. I love, you know, and my, like Double Nine, I think it's one of the greatest, you know, moments in a Disney movie. Just the whole scene. And I love it when, you know, the various different characters are
Yes.
saying what they should have done. Like, I should have never skipped gym class, or I should have learned how to swim, or various things like that. And it's just what makes the song even better. And just it's an epic song. I love it to pieces. It's a song that I loved as a child, and I love to this day. I knew this was going to be my number one, and I listened to it just for the sake of listening to it because I love it that much.
Yes. All right. Yeah, it's a terrific song.
Yes.
My number one is "Circle of Life" from Lion King.
Yes.
Not the non-Elton John version song.
Yeah, the one place at the beginning. The beginning. Yeah, that one.
Definitely. And I love Elton John's version. Don't get me wrong, but I really do prefer the one in the movie. Like the one that, like, in the way it opens, it's like
dude,
classic.
It's one of the greatest intros to any movie.
Any movie.
Dude, seriously, like, it is epic beyond proportions.
It's a masterpiece of a song. Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a classic, and it's just terrific. It's great, and it's popular for all the right reasons. And yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Circle of Life. So it's my number one. What's your number one, Double Nine? I have a feeling I know what it is too.
My number one is "You'll Be in My Heart" from Tarzan.
I knew.
Okay, I figured as well.
This is one of just not just it's my favorite Disney song, but this is probably like in my top 10 favorite songs of all time, to be honest with you. I grew up heavily on this song. Like, Tarzan was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I heard this song constantly. The soundtrack is still, in my personal opinion, the greatest soundtrack to any animated film. Just every song on there is perfect. Honestly, like, every song, even the ones I didn't mention, like Two Worlds, Strangers Like Me, they're both great songs. But "You'll Be in My Heart" has always been the song I've come back to the most out of any Disney song. It's so meaningful. The lyrics are fantastic. Phil Collins, I saw a tweet last week that said Phil Collins did not have to go that hard for the Tarzan soundtrack, but he did that, and fuck yeah, he did, and he did it perfectly with this song, and this shows it, honestly. Like, it's so incredible. It is an amazing tune from beginning to end. I love just the power and the emotion, especially towards the end of the song. It's a perfect song. It's like a 6 out of 5 song for me. It's perfection in every sense of the word, and is easily my favorite Disney song of all time.
Yep, and yeah, I completely understand why it was your number one. I get it.
Oh yeah, and by the way, yes, it deserved best original song, people.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, why did people argue against that?
Some people said "Blame Canada" should have won, but
"Blame Canada" is a great song. Don't get me wrong, and I love "Blame Canada," but just "You'll Be in My Heart" is such an emotional and powerful song. It's just better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a list.
And like I said, there is a lot of songs we didn't mention. Some movies we haven't even mentioned. Like, there's no song from Moana on the list, like, at all, or Frozen,
or Tangled. The one from Tangled is really great, actually.
The two songs I really felt really like terrible about leaving off this list because I also love them a lot. The first one being "You've Got a Friend in Me." I love that song. It was so close. And the other one that I just felt so bad leaving off this list was "Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride" from...
Oh, that's a great... For me, I
love that song so much.
For me, I prefer the version by Jump 5 more, but...
That's a great cover, to be honest.
But both of them are really great songs, so...
Yeah. Yeah, that's our main event. I mean, it was...
That was great. I actually really loved your guys' list.
Yeah, same. Like, it was just, really cool. All right, so that's a wrap of today's podcast. I do want to say one thing. Next Wednesday, there'll be no podcast. No podcast. Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. But I believe this Saturday we'll be on Flicks with the Dicks. We'll be doing this kind of something special.
Hold on, wait.
We coming for you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
No. I need to get into broken double nine mode for a minute. Oh,
Jesus
yes. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerome, Garrison, and Brett, get ready because your deletion is upon you.
You will be obsolete.
Deleted. All right.
All right.
But
No.
Diego, who do you have for your choice? If you mind.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's funny because I had two bands, but actually today I was like, I thought of two different people. And I'm like, you know what? I'll go with these two people this week. And I'll do
Okay.
the other bands I had originally some other time.
Okay.
I want to do something a little different for one of them, and you'll see who I'm talking about. So next week, I want to do top 10 Hans Zimmer songs.
Okay.
Oh.
2 weeks.
Oh.
2 weeks, yeah.
Oh.
In
Okay.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, not next
That's
week.
gonna
We'll
be-
talk about next week. So next time,
That's gonna be a great list.
top 10 Hans Zimmer songs. So not like scores or anything. So not like we're ranking the movies, like specifically the songs that he's done. And there's a lot of songs he's done, so that'll be another list. That'll be hard.
Oh man, I gotta go. I gotta look at what fucking movies he's done because there's just so many.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's so many he's done.
I already know
no,
what
Andrew,
I'm
but it shouldn't be that hard of a list. You know why? Because
Why?
Grace Randolph said he's never made a memorable score. So
Well, Grace Randolph can fucking take a fucking cyanide pill or something. Like,
all right, so that's it for 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll be doing top 10 Hans Zimmer songs. All right, so with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. I had a lot of fun for sure, and thank you guys. Thank you for the people in the live chat, and thank you guys like always for joining me. Do you guys have anything you want to say before I end the broadcast?
Thank you all for watching. Of course, this was great. I had a great time. As usual, doing the podcast.
Billy Robinson says, "I'm sad you didn't have Your Welcome on the list." Yeah, I mean, Your Welcome's a great song.
yeah, it is. It's just
Fuck's sake. All right. But no. Thank you all once again for joining me for the podcast and everything. It was great. I had a great time. Fun as usual. Next week's the 20th episode. Well, 2 weeks, but you get the point. I can't believe we've made it to almost 20 without killing each other. This is great.
All right, and you, Andrew?
All right, I got two things to say. The first thing is I am very proud. We went this whole podcast without the fucking phone ringing. So congratulations.
No, that is true.
Yay. Well, we almost did. Well, we almost went a podcast without my brother interrupting me, but it happened. So
I mean that the phone could still ring at any moment. I shouldn't.
I'm actually gonna call Hayes store right now, and then
yeah. Do you even know the number?
I have to look it up.
And I just got one message for Flicks with the Dicks. What you gonna do when the MTVM podcast one's riled on you, brother?
Yes.
All right. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll be having the Disney list on Spotify when I can. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And we'll be on Flicks with the Dicks on Saturday. So catch us on there. See you guys in 2 weeks. Stay classy. Have a good one. See you guys later.
Peace out, everybody.